have an easier time paying off your college loans under a plan President Obama unveiled just today. Take a listen.
I want America to have the most highly skilled workers doing the most advanced work. I want us to win the future. So that means we should be doing everything we can to put a college education within reach for every American.
The president announced several new ways to help people struggling to afford their debts during a visit to the University of Colorado. First off, he wants to cap a person's payments at 10% of their income starting next year. Secondly, debts will be forgiven after 20 years instead of 25. And the third thing is that people will be able to bundle their loans into a single payment. By the way, the president's relief plan comes as a new study shows that college tuition is taking a bigger bite out of family incomes. The College Board says the cost of tuition, fees, and room and board at public universities is up nearly 5.5%, averaging more than $21,000 this fall. More than half of all public university students receive scholarships and grants. That's the good news. The price of studying and living on campus at private colleges is up more than 4%, averaging more than $42,000 this year. Nearly 90% of private college freshmen are receiving scholarship aid. So let's break all of this down for the students and the parents facing those big bills, right? With me now is Julie Murphy-Casterly. She is a certified financial planner. Thank you for coming in, Julie.
You're welcome. Absolutely.
Okay. So we're looking at these numbers. We're looking at this new plan. Is it really going to lighten the load for students as they graduate and start having to pay off these loans?
Certainly. Well, I think it is definitely going to help from a short-term perspective, but we're putting a Band-Aid on the real issue. The real issue is the fact that do you really want to be in your 30s and 40s paying off your student loan debt? I don't think people want to do that. I have those clients that are in their 30s and 40s.
I'm one of them right here.
And you know, that is not a fun thing because you're watching the other people who don't have them. They're able to do more with their career, take more risks in what they want to do in life. And we really have to get a handle on why are American students winding up with more debt when there's more non-Americans coming to the United States for college, and why don't we make it more affordable at a non-lending basis for Americans?
Is there anything that you like about this plan that you say, hey, that's a good idea, this might actually make an impact?
Well, certainly from the standpoint of cash flow. Cash flow today, consumer spending would help to increase the economy. That would be a wonderful move to start to stimulate the economy today. You know, but again, that's short term. Long term, I think it's going to have more effects.
For people like you talked about, there are people in their 30s and 40s right now, me being one of them, who is still paying off student loans. Does this plan change anything for them?
Well, I think one of the biggest things that you need to take a look at is that if your income has gone down, well then take a look. If it goes down from 15 or 10% of your income, well then you may be able to reduce it because you have that student loan debt already in place.
Okay. What else can families do? If they've got a student that's going to college here in the next year or two, how do they plan for this, putting this plan in place with this new plan that Obama just presented today? What else can they do?
Certainly. I mean, well, it's about managing your cash flow, and maybe students need to go to a community college for a year or two first to reduce those expenses so you're not coming out with these huge loans. I just had a brother the other day that said, should I really have gone to college because my brother who went into the trades is making more money than me and has less debt? And you go, well, but you're educated. And of course, education is key. But you sit there and you go, is it really worth it if you're winding up with $50,000 worth of debt? And how do you pay that on a $30,000 salary?
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for breaking it down for us today. Mark?